the characters don't feel like they deserve what what's happening. They don't deserve the ship. They,
Hmm.
like Michael Burnham in Discovery doesn't deserve to be the
It's not
captain.
it's not earned. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't earn it. But how do you feel about, the characters that, like, getting to the end of the series, the end of Picard, the end of season 3, um where how do you feel about how it left off? What about all these characters that we have, now? We come to the end with Jerry Ryan and her band of misfits. It's uh, as you say, I guess, uh, an all-female bridge crew, except for the one guy. Um,
Well,
what?
yeah, I wanted to kind of touch on that.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leading you to.
Well,
Uh,
it's it's uh it's a valid point because if you'd have told me on paper, knowing what I know, what I've witnessed in the last few years with a lot of the forced female empowerment. Um, okay, and I can see the people saying, "Oh, you're just this is where the misogynist comes out, right?" No, I grew up loving Ripley from Aliens. I grew up loving Sarah Connor from Terminator. I know these are common names that get thrown out now, but we grew up loving these characters, um, and but they always earned their place, right? And the idea of a strong female never was a female who forgot her femininity, you know? Um, and that's where, modern strong female roles have gone. And so it's just forced.
mhm.
Um, but on paper, if you said, okay, so we've got, I forget the other characters' names, but you have uh, Geordie's daughter at the con, um, and you have I oh, who else survived? You have this character. She survived to the end. She's on the bridge. Then you said you got Rafi and you got Jerry, and Seven.
Mhm.
Um, on paper, I would say, oh, they're doing the forced a woman power thing, but it's not because they earned it, right? These,
Mhm.
especially with Seven taking that role. No, a lot of people wanted Liam Shaw to be still standing at the end of this and have it be, the possible spin-off to the legacy, which we'll get to here in a second. Um, but no, I think that's the one difference, and this is something that, that Terry seems to have a good handle on, is making these characters earn their place, right? And so it doesn't feel forced. So I don't have a problem with her being the captain. And and here's the thing. I loved Voyager, right? Voyager had 7 years of Catherine Janeway as the captain, and she was awesome. Kate Mulgrew was awesome as Catherine Janeway, and
Mhm.
we don't have a problem with that. So, you know, yeah, I mean that's what I'll say about that is that it was earned, and it doesn't feel like it. Now I will say this: there's an opportunity that if they was to go forward with a series. There's no
Yeah.
indication for sure that they will, but if they was to, there's a possibility with Rafi being on the bridge and being in that series, they could potentially spiral in that direction. It totally could happen. So I'm not going to, gush completely and go, oh, it's all fine, because they could totally flip it on its head and go wrong with it. But that
Yeah.
that brings us to this. You know, there's actually oh, that's the wrong tab. I wanted to bring this one up. Yeah. So change.org. The guys over at Popcast Popcast Unleashed, they started this petition on change.org to make Star Trek Legacy, but notice it says with Terry Matalas as a showrunner. This is something that's
Yes.
been kind of kind of
Very important part.
yes, it's been hinted to that the fans have wanted this. Now, the thing to keep in mind that is that Alex Kurtzman, his contract was renewed. Um, I forget when it was. I think it was last year, all the way through to 2026. So he was
Hmm.
already on board. Well before he was on board to keep his position. Well before Picard season 3 came out. And Terry Matalas kind of snuck in. I mean, he helped write parts of season 2 and helped make parts of season 2, so he was part of it. Um, but Alex Kurtzman was in charge and leading the way. I forget the name of the project, but there was a project that Alex Kurtzman went and made, and it was a passion project of his that he went off onto. He basically handed the reins over to Terry Matalas. So, um, it was just kind of by luck in a way that we got this season, and
Yeah.
with somebody like Terry, leading the way, uh, making all the points that we just did for the last, I don't know how long it's been, 2 hours, whatever it's been. Um, but so as of a week and a half ago, I remember telling you that I didn't buy for 1 second that a Star Trek Legacy had any possibility of happening. If you'd asked me a week and a half ago, I said no. It doesn't have a chance of happening because Alex Kurtzman is set on making the Section 31 movie, and he's also set on making the Star Trek Academy series, which sounds just stupid. We don't want kids on Earth, a bunch of juveniles. At least I don't. I have no interest in
Not this
watching.
day and age, because it'll
No,
be 2023 at Starfleet Academy.
exactly. So I have no hope in that. So like I said, up to a week and a half ago, I had no hope of this idea of a legacy show running. However, um, recently, the if I can find it here, I think maybe it's this one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the headline. They were at an event, and Terry Matalas gives Star Trek Legacy update. Alex Kurtzman hears fans loud and clear. So Alex Kurtzman was on stage, and he was saying, "We've heard you. You guys are speaking, and we're listening." And him saying that, that's wow. You know, it's like as if he has to listen now. Um, the legs that I think Picard season 3 is going to have is going to be pretty big. This petition, as a matter of fact. Let me see if I can refresh this if this is still current. Oh, zero has
Nobody signed
signed.
it.
What the heck?
That went
Oh, come on,
backwards.
refresh it.
Yeah,
There we
there we
go.
go. Yeah, it went
There
up
it goes.
40,000. Just
Four,
broke it.
40. Yeah, it broke 40,000. Now get this. I don't know if you know this or not, Zach, but Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the reason that that happened, do you know this story?
I heard something
Um,
about it, but go ahead.
okay, so the reason it happened is because Anson Mount, and I like Anson Mount as Pike. He's done a good job. I think that Star Trek Strange New Worlds does have its problems. There's some good about it, but there's some not so good about it as well. But the reason it exists is because same people started this petition on change.org to get a Pike led, Anson Mount led Star Trek series made, and they listened and they made it. So it's
Yep.
because of change.org petition that I want to say that that one got like 26 or 29,000 signatures.
Yeah, it didn't get
And
as
that
many.
was enough. No, that was enough to make the show to Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsmith listen and actually get that show off the ground. This one's
Yeah.
at 40,000, and it's got a lot of buzz.
and,
So, and
it's
then
going up. I mean, obviously, in
it's
the last since we started filming tonight, it's gone up
it went
1,000
up.
almost.
Yeah, it went up almost 2,000, not quite, but almost
Yeah,
2,000 since we started, and
yeah.
they're listening. So, there is a possibility. I mean, now
They kind of hinted at that at
obviously,
the end of the episode. At the end of season 3, the behind the or the after credits scene, they kind of hinted at it. It was a possibility, and it's almost like uh, Terry decided this is my shot in the dark. Maybe something will come of it. And it seems like with
yeah,
change.org, I mean that's definitely coming up.
yeah,
I mean, the chances of it happening, the chances are coming up higher and higher. So we'll see
yeah, yeah.
for sure. I would
So,
definitely watch it.
I
At least give it a
yeah, I would
chance.
give it a shot. Thanks for checking out this clip of Two Dudes Yakkin. You can catch the full episode right here on YouTube and on our Rumble channel. That's Two Dudes Yakkin. So please like, share, subscribe, and all those things. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.